mature subject matter. Viewer discretion is advised.
Music is older than humanity. When you first hear it, but when you really listen to it, you feel it. It connects with your soul. A single note takes us out of sorrow's reach. Music is that powerful. When words fail us, it is music that unites and connects us. Music is borderless and its power is infinite. It can take us anywhere. You are infinite through your music, through your creation and connection. The first people spoke and sang about our history, the stories, and the sounds of our past. They'll never fade from these lands. We still live our songs. I am honored to welcome artists and creators from all across Canada and the world to Treaty 6 territory. We acknowledge the land and our connection to it and each other. And we acknowledge the diverse First People whose ancestors' footsteps have marked this territory from all 46 plus nations in Alberta, including the Métis and Inuit peoples. Every one of you here tonight honored your hearts with the urge to create something new. You persevered. You conquered self-doubt. You triumphed. You are all fearless, provocative, and devoted. Welcome to the 2023 Junos Opening Night Awards presented by Music Canada. And now, let's welcome first-time Juno nominees for Traditional Indigenous Artist or Group of the Year, my nieces from Winnimne, the Bearhead Sisters.
Please welcome one of your hosts for the evening. She is the host of CBC Music's The Block, Angeline Tetteh-Wayoe.
Had to make sure the ladies are behaving themselves. Woo! I didn't stage test my attire. Hello, Edmonton! Woo, it feels good to come home. How's my hometown treating you so far? Yeah? It's treating me pretty good, even though I left them behind so callously some 20 years ago. Thank you for joining us to celebrate the 2023 Juno Awards opening night presented by Music Canada. Thank you to Dougie Rain, co-host of Heartbeat of Nations on the Wind Speaker Radio Network, for your words, and thank you to the Bearhead Sisters for that awe-inspiring performance. I actually had a chance to see it yesterday in rehearsal, so I wanted to learn a little bit more about it. The song means our Creator is good, the great spirit we look up to. Wakane. It's dedicated to young people to find the good spirit within themselves. That was a beautiful way to open the show. Let's give it up for them one more time. Right off the top, I just need to say, like a good mama, that the Junos are not a contest. This is a tribute to Canada's musical artists and the industry that elevates them. It's a celebration of your journey, your perseverance, and your craft. Hard work and practice got you here. But there's no practice tonight. Tonight, we party. Yes. Sip, sip. Okay, what I love most about the Junos is that they give us a chance to get out of our little corners and discover another neighborhood. And what an incredible breadth of talent and genre we have in this country. World-class comics, producers, engineers, songwriters, composers. The Junos celebrate them all. We've got pop stars, we've got country balladeers, we've got jazz swingers, soul singers, noise artists. There's space under this roof for every kind of music. And tonight, the music is all that counts. And speaking of famous Canadians, it's time to introduce my co-host. He's won 5 Canadian Screen Awards. You may know him from Kim's Convenience and as the star of CBC's Run the Burbs. Welcome to the stage, international sensation, Andrew Phung.
Hey! Edmonton, make some noise! Oh, I am fired up to be here right now. I love coming home, and I'm an Alberta kid, born and raised. And it is so exciting to come here, getting that crisp Alberta air. You feeling that? Getting those $2 a day parking rates. If you are from Toronto, you know what I'm talking about. Right? It's $2 for the day. Angeline, how are you feeling right now?
I'm feeling good. A toonie to park. Come on now. It's so nice to finally get a chance to work with you. But, like, there is this whole sea of people between us.
Oh, the Gulf of Edmontonia has risen. Look at this. Everyone here, people in the back, people in the front, everywhere. But look, if you need me, just let me know. I will crowd surf my way over 1995 style. Or I'll just spread my hands and, like, spread it open like Moses and walk right through.
It probably won't come to that, but I'll keep it in mind.
It's on the table. If you need it, it's on the table. Yeah.
Options.
Yeah. Now, look at this crowd. I'm so inspired by everything that you do. And, like, I'm a numbers guy, and that's not an Asian joke, all right? I just love numbers. That wasn't in the prompter. I got to slide that one in. Now, let's get to the numbers. Total number of nominees, 673. Yeah. Top nominee was 6, The Weeknd. And 64% of the nominations are independent artists doing their thing. This has got to be loud. Alberta nominees, 19. First-time nominees, 82.
Woo!
Our youngest nominee is 5 years old. I know, we all feel pretty bad right now. Like, this kid's 5 getting Juno nominations. And the oldest nominee, any guesses? None of your damn business, all right? Now, I know not everyone is here nominated tonight, but we are here for our love of Canadian music. Edmonton, make some noise if you love Canadian music. Angeline, I feel like the distance. I feel like I gotta come up there now.
Come on.
I'm gonna go up there. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it.
Come on. Okay, for those of you watching at home, we are live on cbcmusic.ca/Junos. You can share the love on your socials, #Junos, be daring, use an emoji that will have everyone guessing what you mean. You never know who's watching. Famous people are just as addicted to their phones as you are, right?
Yeah, all the time.
Like,
just put it in my retinas.
Into the AM,
yeah.
3 a.m. All right.
Angeline, I know as a comedian, I'm here to be the funny guy, all right? Mm-hmm. But we're still coming out of a pandemic, and our industry is facing some very real challenges. We just can't pretend that it's rosy out there for music.
Yeah, no question about it. We've come a long way in diversifying this industry, but there is still a ways to go. Streaming revenue, not always equitable, especially for emerging artists. Mm-hmm. Live venues are struggling right across the country.
Yeah, but many are worried about Al. Al's gonna take your jobs. Al can impersonate anybody. I'm talking about your music, your style, your whole identity. Now Al's picking up your kids from jiu-jitsu. They say Al is a tool. Yeah, Al is a tool that doesn't know boundaries and will roll into your home and take over your entire life and everything you do.
Yo, it's AI, dude.
Oh, that's I thought that was a lowercase L.
Just keep it moving.
No, I get it. I knew an Al in high school, and Al,
Nobody
noticed.
noticed.
That was their vibe. But you know what? Who is afraid of AI? We're innovators. Look at the geniuses in this room. It's electric. You feel that?
Yeah.
Right?
I feel it.
And I'm not worried until a robot can smash a hard lemonade and rap the wrong words to Bacardi slang, because it is way harder than it looks. Our way of life is safe, okay? Canada is the vinyl record shop of the music industry. Still here, still thriving, despite the haters. Now, Edmonton, I think we gotta start. Make some noise if you're ready to get this party started.
Absolutely. All right. So before we get this party started, quick word on the speeches. We ask that our winners keep the speeches to no more than 30 seconds. After 30 seconds, you know what's gonna happen. We're gonna play you off, so just keep it brief. And only announced winners may take to the stage. No reps, no family, no pets, no Tamagotchis, just wonderful you, okay? Let's do this. First up, here to present our first award, nominated for 2 Junos themselves this year. Please welcome Ben Kowalowitz and Ian Dessa of Billy Talents.
Best Hotels pays tribute to all musicians who bring the gift of music to our lives. And it is our honor to present the Country Album of the Year award on their behalf.
Let's take a look at your nominees for Country Album of the Year.
Country Album of the Year, presented by Edmonton's Best Hotels. Proud supporter of Canadian artists through organizations like the Junos, who bring hundreds of artists and thousands of visitors into Edmonton. High Valley. Jade Eagleson. Orville Peck. Tennille Towns. The Recklots.
And the Juno Award for Country Album of the Year goes to
Tennille Towns.
Seriously, I'm just honored to be here tonight. Thank you to my manager, Crystal Dishman. No one else I'd rather chase this dream beside. To my Sony Music family, all of the co-writers and producers and musicians of Heart of bringing these songs to life. Yeah, I'm just freaking out. I'm so proud to be a part of Canadian music, and what a beautiful night. This is such an honor. Thank you to the Junos.
Yes, to Neil Towns, congratulations.
Yes.
Tink, tink, tink. Okay, y'all. Now we're going to take the good times to another level. The Junos have partnered with Tanqueray number 10 Gin. Earlier tonight, we enjoyed the official cocktail of the Juno Awards, the Spotlight Fizz, created for us. They've been drinking it.
That's the party table.
I'm going to meet you later. All right, created for us by the world-class global bartender of the year, James Grant. Cheers.
Cheers. There we go.
Woo.
And you know, with music, sometimes I go, Fun fact, and this is true, in Australia, they go, doof, doof, doof. And at my house, my wife goes, Andrew, stop beatboxing. Now, here are this year's nominees for Underground Dance Single of the Year.
Underground Dance Single of the Year. Bensley. Blondish and Cameron Jack. Fred Everything. Greg Gow. Tiga.
And the Juno Award winner for Underground Dance Single of the Year is Greg Gow.
I just want to say a big thank you to everybody involved, and holy, wow, thank you.
I just want to point out, if anyone showed me what a DJ looks like wardrobe-wise, that is a DJ. That guy walked up like, oh yeah, that guy just won the Juno. He's a DJ.
Spotted him from a mile away.
Yeah, he's got a bunch of mixtapes he's giving out in the parking lot.
I'll take one.
Yeah.
Here are your nominees for Jazz Album of the Year Solo.
Jazz Album of the Year, Solo. Ernesto Cervini. Lauren Falls. Louise Denise. Raphael Zaldivar. Rini Rosnes.
And the Juno Award for Jazz Album of the Year Solo goes to Renee Rosnes. Can't be here tonight as she's playing at the Keystone Corner in Baltimore, but congratulations to Renee.
To present the award for Adult Alternative Album of the Year, presented by Long and McQuaid. Welcome to the stage, a rising star of Canada's roots music scene. Please welcome an artist whose unique blend of blues, roots, and folk music have earned him a growing fan base and critical acclaim. Give it up for Julian Taylor.
Long and McQuaid is a friend to all musicians, and it is my honor to present the Adult Alternative Album of the Year on their behalf. And the nominees are...
Adult Alternative Album of the Year, presented by Long and McQuaid Musical Instruments. Long and McQuaid is celebrating their 67th year in business and has been a fixture in the Canadian music industry since 1956. Ultimida. Basha Bulat. Dan Mangan. The Sadies. The Weather Station.
And the winner of the Juno for Adult Alternative Album of the Year is the Sadies.
I don't know what to say. It's very bittersweet, this is. I humbly accept this on behalf of my brother, Dallas. And and I know he'd want to thank everyone at Starfish, Jude and Susan. He'd want to thank everyone at Pecan, and our wives, and our mums and dads, and our family. And we love him, we miss him, and we wish he was here. And thank you so much, everybody.
I just want to point out, when they won, that table right there popped up, and it was so cute, okay? So the gauntlet's been set. We want to see that excitement for the rest of the night. Congratulations. Next up, we have the Juno nominees for Dance Recording of the Year.
Dance Recording of the Year. Bob Moses in Casablanca. Grimes. Loud Luxury. Rev. Rez.
And the winner is Rev.
I wouldn't bring my phone up here, but here we are, because I don't want to forget anybody. First of all, thank you, Karis and the Junos, for hosting this incredible weekend honoring all of the Canadians in music. It takes a village. Thank you to my wonderful team, my managers, Andrew, Pat, for sticking by me and holding space for me to find out who I was as an artist. Banks and Ranks for being the best collaborators in the world. I love you so much. Angela and Steve for your support from the UK. Sandra Shalinsky for being an incredible lawyer, but incredible support both in the office and not. Universal Music Canada, I love you so much. 31 East, I love you so much. Ultra Publishing, and my best friend Mish, who's here tonight, and my family. Thank you guys. This is truly, truly so incredible.
Well, that was delightful. That was so nice. Congratulations. Here are your nominees for Contemporary Roots Album of the Year.
Contemporary Roots Album of the Year. Blackie and the Rodeo Kings. Fortunate Ones. Shakira Saida. The Brothers Landreth. The East Pointers.
And the Juno Award for Contemporary Roots Album of the Year goes to The Brothers.
Wow, this is very, very cool. This record means so very much to us. So to be honored in this way is tremendous. Thanks to the Junos, to our families, our kids, Roman Clark, Ian Phillips, Paul Yee, Jan Levisser, Stu Anderson, our manager.
Murray Pulver, our producer. Thank you so much to our team at Birthday Cake Records. You're amazing. We love you so much. To The Orchard, to Warner Chappell, SOCAN, Manitoba Music, Manitoba Film Music, to our fans, and just thank you so, so much. We love you. We're so grateful for this. Good night.
They tried to give the award back to me. That was so cute. It's yours. If you win it, it's yours. Moving on, here are your nominees for International Album of the Year.
International Album of the Year. Ed Sheeran. Harry Styles. Lil Nas X. Taylor Swift. Taylor Swift.
And the Juno for International Album of the Year goes to Harry Styles. Yo, how sick if he just rolled in right now, right? Like we know what I'm gonna say. You know I'm gonna say something. But how sick if he has set or came down from the ceiling, right? But he can't be, Harry can't be here tonight. He's miles away in Bangkok for a concert. Congrats, Harry Styles. I'm gonna keep the award for him and hold on to it for him. Thank you. And now on to, I'll give this back, yep. Oh, yeah. And now on to our last award of this segment. It's the Contemporary Indigenous Artist or Group of the Year that is presented by Destination Indigenous. Please welcome to the stage their Director of Development. Give it up for Tara Saunders.
Destination Indigenous is a global leader in Indigenous-led tourism, and we are proud to lend our support to Indigenous creators, artists, and musicians across Canada. It is our honor to present the Contemporary Indigenous Artist or Group of the Year Award. The nominees are
Contemporary Indigenous Artist or Group of the Year, presented by Destination Indigenous, sharing authentic, memorable, and enriching Indigenous experiences from coast to coast to coast. Asanabi, Digging Roots, Indian City, Julian Taylor, Susanna Glukark.
And the Juno Award goes to Digging Roots.
Heavy.
Hey, baby.
I just want to say Chi-miigwech to our community who are making, in my opinion, the most inspired cutting-edge music in the world right now. And you inspire me every day, and you are 100% my reason why we make music for our community. We make our music for dreaming. And this is a room full of artists and change makers, and I just want to put to all of you that we can become our greatest selves, and I know that artists lead the way in that, and so I honor all of you, and I hope that we can find that best future together.
Yeah, and I just want to say miigwech, nyawa to my folks, to Keely, to our team, to our band, and to Hill, and to Christian, and to my son Sky, and my youngest son Wawasnode. And what I want to do, I love you, Shoshona, is I want to dedicate this to all of the little babies that never made it home. We're now over 10,000 little children, and what we need is not just allies, but we need co-conspirators, because from there, then we can start the healing journey. So I want to say, Chi-miigwech.
Center of the music universe, the vortex. You know, it's hard to find someone to trust these days. That's why I never sent nudes. But we are lucky here with our trust in PwC. All of tonight's winners were tabulated by PwC, honored partners of the 2023 Juno Awards. Thank you very much. And while I'm here in the center of Music Universe, I'd like to thank some special guests in the room with us tonight. Her Honor, the Honorable Salma Lakhani, Lieutenant Governor of Alberta. The Honorable Nate Glubish, MLA, Minister of Technology and Innovation, Government of Alberta. The Honorable Pablo Rodriguez, MP, Minister of Canadian Heritage, Government of Canada. Where are you? Okay, keep it rolling, Mr. Guy with the Elizabeth Bay, MP, co-leader of the Green Party of Canada. There you are. Jonathan Pedno, MP, co-leader of the Green Party of Canada. Grand Chief Leonard Standing on the Road, Confederacy of Treaty 6 First Nations. His Worship Amarjeet Sohi, Mayor of Edmonton. His Worship Mike Savage, Mayor of Halifax. We are honored to have you, and thank you for supporting the Juno Awards. And now, please welcome the President and CEO of Caris Juno Awards, CEO of MusiCounts, the custodian of good taste. You know who I'm talking about, Mr. Allan REID.
Thank you very much, Angeline. Bonsoir, tout le monde, merci. Wow. Thanks for joining us for the 2023 Juno Opening Night Awards presented by Music Canada, and congratulations already to the nominees and winners so far this evening. It is so great to have the Junos on the road again and back in Edmonton for the first time since 2004. Yes, absolutely. A big thanks to the support of the province of Alberta, the City of Edmonton, Explore Edmonton, and the Edmonton Host Committee for making this dream a reality. They've done a fantastic job. I've been here all week already, and it's been incredible to feel the energy in the city that there's happening around the Junos, and I'm sure you've already seen the giant Juno signs and all the circumstances going on. It's just beautiful here. This city has music in its bones, from Hall of Famer Katie Lang to singer-songwriter Mac DeMarco to punk pioneers NSFU. To some of tonight's nominees, like the Rare Americans, Altamira, and the McDades. Yes, absolutely. Look, I know a lot of you have been traveled a long way to get here tonight. I don't just mean to Alberta due to delayed flights. I'm talking about years of practice, hard work, and hustle. It is not always easy being a working artist in this country, especially the last few years. I just want to know you have my admiration and respect. When I was growing up, all I wanted to do was work in the music business. I loved music, and I still do. And one of the most rewarding parts of my job is the discovery of new music. It's what fuels me. And I'm so proud to lead an organization that celebrates the talent in this country. You know, people often ask, why is it important that award shows celebrate? Well, when we celebrate, we inspire. We inspire new generations of artists and sounds. We inspire dreams, and dreams become reality. And that reality is present here tonight in all of the first-time nominees, of which there are 82 this year. So if I may, yes, I'd like to invite all our first-time nominees to stand up for a toast. Come on, all of you, please stand up. This is a Juno tradition. Never underestimate your power to create and the lives you may affect. Congratulations on your Juno nomination, and welcome to your first Junos. Now, the Junos wouldn't be possible without all of our supporters. And for the last 6 years, we've had an amazing partnership with CBC. And I can't begin to tell you how fortunate we are to have a public broadcaster who is so dedicated to recognizing and amplifying the accomplishments and diversity of our country's artists. Thanks to the entire team at CBC and to Insight Productions, producers of the Juno broadcast tomorrow night, and Equals MC Squared, tonight's award show producers. I'd also like to acknowledge the financial support of Factor, the Government of Canada, and Canada's private radio broadcaster, as well all our good friends at Radio Star Maker Fund. I'd also like to thank TD Bank Group, our premier sponsor, who believes in the power of music to bring us all together. And our lead sponsors. First, SiriusXM Canada, a longtime partner of both the Junos and MusiCounts, whose North American platform and investment truly elevates and supports Canadian artists. TikTok, who is returning as a sponsor of our only fan-voted category. Remember, you can still vote every day on TikTok, JunoFanChoice.ca. And Edmonton's best hotels. We hope everyone is enjoying their stay this week at one of Edmonton's best hotels. And a huge thank you to our presenting partner of this evening, Music Canada. I'd also like to thank the Caris board, and I'd like to make an acknowledgement of Julie Adam for her first Junos as chair of Caris and MusiCounts, and for her new role at Universal Music Canada. Congrats, Julie. And none of this would be happening without the incredible dedication of the Caris team, who always go above and beyond to bring you this week. Thanks for letting me stand on your shoulders, team. You're the best. Now, on Monday night, we'll recognize one of the biggest bands to ever come out of this country when we induct Nickelback into the Canadian Music Hall of Fame. And tonight, we recognize this year's Walt Grealis Special Achievement Award recipient, Ron Sakamoto. Ron, you are an absolute legend. You really are. You're a proud Albertan and a born storyteller, and I cannot wait to share your story with everybody here tonight. Congratulations. We'll also be honoring this year's recipient of MusiCounts Inspired Mind Ambassador Award presented by the CST Foundation, the one and only Kevin Drew. Now, Kevin walked into my office over a decade ago with an idea that changed the course of MusiCounts. Your energy is absolutely infectious, and you have helped thousands of kids across this country. Kevin, thank you so, so much. Very well deserved. Now, MusiCounts has been putting instruments in the hands of kids for over 25 years. We believe that every child should have the opportunity to pick up an instrument, and there's no one who appreciates that more than Gary Slate. Now, many people in this room have been impacted by the Slate family's generosity. Gary's been a steadfast supporter of Keras through the initiatives like the Allan Slate Juno Masterclass, and he's been a long-time contributor to MusiCounts and obviously as well Unison. I'd now like to invite a very good friend to join me on the stage, the president of Slate Music, Derek Ross, to make a very special announcement.
Allan, and good evening, everyone. As Allan has stated, the Slate family, starting with Gary's father, Allan Slate, have been leaders in supporting music arts and education in this country for many years. Tonight, I am proud to announce a newly created initiative with MusiCounts, the Slate Family Foundation Innovation Fund. The Slate Family Foundation is going to be making a $2 million investment in MusiCounts to bring diverse music programs to classrooms nationwide over the next 5 years. Yes, it's awesome working for Santa Claus, I gotta tell you. Through the Slate Family Foundation Innovation Fund, MusiCounts will develop programs that focus on technology, recording, mixing, beat making, and culturally relevant programming that reflects the diverse traditions of Canadian communities from coast to coast to coast. Yes. This is education, not instruments, which is very important for helping teachers bring music education to children. This gift represents the continued commitment from the Slate family to ensure making music in classes in Canada look and sound like many kinds of Canadians we have today making music across this country. So, on behalf of the Slate family, congratulations all the 2023 nominees, and we hope that this initiative will bring new music students to the JUNOS to celebrate their accepting award on this very stage. Thank you very much, everybody.
Derek Ross, Gary Slate, everybody, one more round of applause. $2 million to MusiCounts. Honestly, we cannot thank Gary enough for this incredible gift to support MusiCounts. Let's get back to the rest of the show, everybody. Have a great Juno weekend. Thank you for being here. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, Allan and Derek. Get to your seats as soon as possible. I want you to look at the tables there and check out the program created by our amazing print partners, The Printing House. You'll see, that's right, yeah, you'll see that our next performer is another proud Albertan, the best kind. Hailing from Calgary, This Breakthrough Artist of the Year nominee smash single, Witch, has surpassed 70 million streams and counting. Here to perform for us, give it up for Devon Cole.
Rumor on the street is that her apples are delicious. The jury said she's charming, but her exes say she's wicked. I swear to God, I saw her howling at the sky. She ain't out to get you, but she's better on your side. And she don't wanna be anybody else. She's a woman in total control of herself. It's such a wonder to be under her spell. What a woman in total control of herself. Feeling this kitty queen, she's got tricks up her sleeve, and I got a few of mine. She said, "Am I bad to the bone? 'Cause I get what I want." Mama said it ain't no crime. She don't wanna be anybody else. She's a woman in total control of herself. It's such a wonder to be under her spell. What a woman in total control of herself. Come on! La 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 la. She's a woman in total control of herself. It's fun in the dark. Tell me why you're so scared of a woman in charge. Baby, don't stop. You're breaking my heart. Tell me why you're so scared of a woman in charge. She don't wanna be anybody else. She's a woman in total control of herself. It's such a wonder to be under her spell. What a woman. What a woman. Hey, she don't wanna be anybody else. She's a woman in total control of herself. It's such a wonder to be under her spell. What a woman in total control of herself.
Thank you so much, Junos. Thank you, Edmonton. Continue to rock, continue to roll. We'll see you out there. I'm ready for some drinks. Look, we're disappearing. Ah! Oh no! The cute shoes.
Yes! They're so cute. I love them. They're amazing. Their shoes are so cute. Oh, wasn't that amazing, y'all? And everybody's shoes were on point. How's everybody feeling? Randy Boissino, where are you? Where are you, sweetie? There you are. Minister of Tourism, Government of Canada. I forgot you earlier, but I love you still and always. All right. Hi. Joining me here is the independent chair of the Board of Music Canada, so dope. Our presenting sponsor of this evening's awards, Jennifer Sloan. Thank you so much.
Good evening, everyone. It is my honor, on behalf of Music Canada's members, Sony Music Entertainment Canada, Universal Music Canada, and Warner Music Canada, to join you here at the Juno Opening Night Awards. These awards are truly special. This is the one night of the year where Canada's greatest musicians across all genres share the stage to celebrate each other, their teams, and their fans. Tonight, we honor the many nominees and hand out these iconic Juno statuettes. We know that for some, a win tonight is an important milestone in what will be a long and successful career. For others, a win tonight is the culmination of an entire career's worth of effort, sacrifice, and creative spirit. It is very likely that a Juno won tonight will not only sit in a treasured space in your home, but that it will be kept and honored for many years to come by your loved ones. Someday, somebody will say, My mom won that in 2023. These are great reminders of the human element behind all of this tonight. These human moments are what the team at Music Canada thinks about when we drive forward-looking policies in our work with all levels of government. We think about nights like tonight, and you, when we think about the future of digital regulation, the future of copyright law, and the future of connecting artists with their fans. In the face of all that has changed, one unifying understanding of music continues. The ability for you to share your song with a fan. And for that one moment in time, everything is perfect. Tonight, like the work of Music Canada, is for you. Congratulations to all of the nominees. Have a wonderful evening.
Thank you. This next award is always an exciting one because it gives us a look at the promising future of Canadian music that's already starting to make a big impact right here and now. But first, let's take a look at this video from our friends at Factor.
It was March 13th when we first closed the doors.
Normally in that 2-year period, we'd be looking at over 400 shows, from 400 shows to virtually nothing.
We all rode the same roller coaster. We thought it was going to be a long 2 weeks, so we decided to do a couple things in between, and that's when we really started streaming some concerts.
People just saying, come on, you guys, you can do it, you can keep going. It really reminded us of the importance of getting through it because we make a really important contribution to the lives of people.
It wasn't anything that was going to help us survive entirely, so we started doing letter writing campaigns to our municipal, provincial, and federal levels of government.
We're competitors, obviously, but at a time when we were one of the hardest hit industries, we knew that we had to galvanize our efforts in order to have a bigger voice.
We were very lucky enough to be applicable to a couple of different Factor grants. One was an emergency relief in the initial days, which pretty much brought tears to our eyes. We felt at that point that we were heard and validated.
Factor was still doing everything they had to do for other sectors on a day-to-day basis. And then suddenly there's this tsunami of additional need.
It was extremely helpful to have the Factor grant in order to do the programming and pay artists, and it really kind of helped cushion a little bit of the blow that could have been with all of these hurdles that were being thrown at us.
Without Factor, we would not have survived the pandemic, period, full stop.
We knew that that grant wasn't going to solve all problems, but it was going to buy us some time. We could continue the fight.
The first show, when we came back after the long period of being closed, I stood at the back of the room and I actually cried because I was watching the crowd, the band, the smiles on people's faces.
We are still very much recovering, and it's not just financially. So we aren't seeing the touring coming back in full force like what we had seen pre-pandemic.
The intrinsic value of being in a room together and experiencing musicians is just something that kind of keeps our blood flowing. So it's about mental health. It's about being able to connect.
Because everybody does realize that this is something that we all have to collectively build back together. musicians, artists, cultural workers, everybody that is still here today have proven to be some of the most resilient people maybe in any industry.
Here to present the next award is first-time nominee for Contemporary R&B Recording Adria Kane and the Honorable Pablo Rodriguez, Minister of Canadian Heritage.
Edmonton, je suis tellement heureux d'être ici ce soir, and it's such an honor to share the stage with Adria Kane.
Thank you, Minister. Appreciate you. It's great to be here to present the Breakthrough Group of the Year Award. And this award, presented by Factor, is funded by the Government of Canada and Canada's private radio broadcasters. Factor supports and amplifies the voices of Canadian artists like myself by helping to fund recordings, tours, showcases, and music videos.
I say it all the time. Canadian artists rock. You guys rock. And with your amazing music, you tell our stories, you make us think, you make us dance, you make our culture what it is, diverse, creative, unique. And as a government, we want to see our incredible artists like you, Adria, and all of tonight's nominees have their voices heard and shared throughout the world.
Thank you. Thank you again. And with that, here are the artists nominated for Breakthrough Group of the Year.
Breakthrough Group of the Year presented by Factor, the Government of Canada, and Canada's private radio broadcasters. Banks and Ranks. Harm and Ease. Rare Americans. Tommy Lefroy. Wild Rivers.
So the Juno for Breakthrough Group of the Year goes to
Banks and Ranks.
Yo, this is crazy. We are so grateful. Thank you, Junos. Thank you, Universal Music Canada. 31 East, Angela and Steve, the best management in the world. I gotta say, I got the best partner in the world. This really helps.
Shout out Whitney Bonfils.
Yes.
My day one. Jeffrey, we see you. Sanders, we see you. And I come from a small island called Guadeloupe. I came to Canada 14 years ago. For me, this is a win. Si vous capez là, nous fait, monsieur, nous fait. Thank you, everyone.
Now for some awards with me over here. Here are your nominees for Traditional Indigenous Artist or Group of the Year.
Traditional Indigenous Artist or Group of the Year. Chikwis. Wood, Northern Cree, the Bearhead Sisters.
And the Juno goes to the Bearhead Sisters.
Our reserve, our community of Paul First Nation. On behalf of me, I told myself, if we win this award, this one is dedicated to our youth of our community and all the youth that look up to us. Ishnish.
Really nice moment happened. There's like we're working with food right now, and there is food in their way, and she's moved it right on over and went through. So if you're winning tonight, just move the tray out of the way, get to the stage, all right? Just own it. You just won a Juno, just get up here. Our next award is the Juno Award for Adult Contemporary Album of the Year. The nominees are
Adult Contemporary Album of the Year, Francois Clark, Jan Arden, Mark Jordan and Amy Sky, Michael Bublé, Tyler Shaw,
and the Juno goes to Michael Bublé. Michael is in the middle of his Scandinavian tour, so couldn't make it tonight. We're happy to accept on his behalf. Congrats, Michael. Let's take a look at the nominees for Classical Album of the Year, Small Ensemble.
Classical Album of the Year, Small Ensemble. Andrew Balfour and Musica Intima. Arc Ensemble. Collectif Neuf. Eleanor Frey and Rosa Baraka, conducted by Claude Lepine. Suzy Leblanc, Marie Nadeau-Tremblay, Vincent Lausier, and Sylvain Bergeron.
And the Juno Award goes to Eleanor Frey and Rosa Baraka, conducted by Claude Lepine.
I'm very, very shocked because it's our first CD and it's a competitive field. 6 years ago, everybody was telling me, you're in Alberta, there's no period instrument Baroque orchestra, why don't you found one? And because I'm very obedient, I did. Eleanor can't be with us. She's on a plane back from a tour in Australia. She's a splendid person and a splendid cellist, and she chose us out of everybody she could have to do this particular recording. Many thanks go to her. Many thanks especially go to the wonderful, superb musicians of Rosa Barocca, including my favorite continuo cellist, who I happen to be married to, Janet, who's in here. But also Factor, Canada Council, Analecta, and our engineer, Carl Talbot. Thanks, everybody.
What a flex. My first CD win a Juno, all right. Okay. No, this is the night. Flex everything. This is the night to be proud. Congratulations. Back to you, Angeline. How you doing over there?
I'm doing good. The outfit is holding together nicely. It is now time to present the Walt Grealis Special Achievement Award. For those unaware, some of you know. If you don't know, I'm going to tell you. Walt Grealis was one of the co-founders of the Junos, and we are thrilled to present this award to those individuals who have helped to grow and develop the Canadian music industry. It takes a legend to introduce a legend. Please welcome Bruce Allen to the stage.
Well, tonight it is my honor to induct the Japanese cowboy, professional yodeler, and 17-time winner of the CCMA's Promoter of the Year Award, an award he won so often that they named it after him just to make sure he could get out of the category. You know who I'm talking about? Alberta's own Ron Sakamoto. There is no one who's done more for Canadian country music than Ron Sakamoto. I started working with Ron in 1973 when I was an agent in Vancouver, and Ron owned some clubs in southern Alberta that played live music. When he moved into promoting shows, Ron was the first guy to put up his hand when we were starting to break Bachman Turner Overdrive. A phone call and a handshake, and we were underway. And I've been dealing with Ron and his Gold and Gold production team ever since. But Ron had a bigger vision than just running Canadian acts across the country. He wanted to bring American country music to Canada. So Ron headed to Nashville. While knocking on doors, he ran into a young John Huey, who was putting together a country division for CAA. Huey had been schooled by the legendary Southern rock agency Paragon, home of the Allman Brothers, Charlie Daniels, and Leonard Skinner. The way Ron tells us, Huey listened to what he had to say and then came back with this rejoinder. Let me get this straight. You are a Japanese guy running an agency with a Jewish name, Gold and Gold, and you want to promote country music in Canada? This is so stupid it might just work. And the rest is history. Let's have a look at this video.
My parents are Bob and Margaret Sakamoto. We grew up on a small farm in Medicine Hat. My mother bought me a guitar when I was 8, I think. I took guitar lessons for 2 years, and then I started playing hockey. But the love of music never went away. When I was playing junior hockey, I was playing at the Calgary Corral and got hurt, and so I was in hospital. And I was watching television, and one Saturday afternoon, there's a American Bandstand, and I thought, holy cow, they're having lots of fun. Medicine had nothing. They had nothing for us teenagers to do. And so I thought, well, you know, this isn't a bad thing. Maybe I could get my father to borrow me some money, and I'd start a club and run it on Fridays and Saturdays. Well, it was my mother, actually, who said, okay, you know, we believe in you. Go for it.
I met Ron, and Ron was a promoter in Western Canada, based out of Lethbridge. Primarily at that point, Ron was a rock promoter. Now, as you know, he's Canada's #1 country promoter, but I've known Ron as a promoter. I think Ron had it tough. He made a point of saying, I'm not going to fail no matter what. I may not have this opportunity, but I'm going to work so hard and I'm going to study and learn as much as I can. I think he's a very smart man, so he had to do something.
What I did was partnered. I partnered with the two top other promoters in Canada, which was Donald K. Donald out of Montreal and Michael Cole out of Toronto. And so we had a lot of relationships with different artists, and Donald did Quebec and the Maritimes, Michael did Ontario, and I did the West. And so we teamed up.
My first impression of Ron Sakamoto was probably everybody's first impression. He walks into a room and he lights it up. He's got a huge smile, he's got a wonderful laugh. What drives him to success is trying to take the gifts that he's been given and giving them back.
Calgary was completely barraged and flooded, and Ron called up asking me to help him put together a concert in Calgary to benefit all the flood victims. We put it together in a week or so and raised I think it was $2.5 million for Calgary. He cares a lot about people, and that always stood out to me.
To me, it's mostly about relationships, honesty and integrity, and everybody working at the shows, from the security guard to the stagehand. We didn't treat anybody different.
Ron has never ever treated any artist like they work for him. He believes in working together. That's what makes Ron special.
Ron Sakamoto is a pioneer. He's a legend of the Canadian music industry, but actually of the music industry. He's been doing it over 50 years. I don't know anyone who's literally been successful for 50-some-odd years, 5 decades in a business of change, and I think it's because he's honest, has integrity, and has a love for music.
You're taking a guy that was literally born in a chicken coop, a guy that never moved to LA or New York or Nashville or any big city. He decided to sort of set his roots in Lethbridge, Alberta, and he never left. Ron, in the words of Sinatra, did it his way, you know, and he was very, very successful at that.
I'm so honored to be receiving this tremendous, tremendous award because it encompasses all music. It's not just one genre, but it's all music in Canada, and it's the biggest.
Please welcome the winner of the Walt Grealis Award, Ron Sakamoto.
You may not recognize that song as I walked up, but it's called Sayonara Maverick, written by Murray McLaughlin. He came to my home for 4 days and said, I'm going to write a song about your parents and you, and he wrote it. We had a lot of fun, and he put it on his album called Heroes. And it's impossible for me to summarize almost 60 years of my career in 3 minutes, and I don't want to miss anyone, so I just want to extend a huge thanks to everyone who has crossed my path to bring me where I am today. There are so many that helped me achieve my milestones, and on that note, I have to extend my thanks to Ellen REID and the Juno Committee honoring me with the most prestigious Walt Grealis Achievement Award. My wife of 40 years, you know, she says we've been married 40 years now, but I've only been home for 20. Because I've been on the road so much. I'd like to thank my immediate family, the Sakamoto work family, and especially my one man who's been with me for almost 30 years, Jeff Tanazawa, who's in Winnipeg tonight with the Old Dominion show. We're on tour right now. And for the friendships I built along the way with artists, management, agents, venues, crew, a huge thank you to all of you. You know, I'd also like to thank my special friends, Vinny and Johnny Reid. Johnny and I just finished a 6-month, 120-day tour last year. We hit every place in Canada, I think. And it was pretty fantastic. And as you saw in the video, The Flood, I want to acknowledge Jeff Perry and Harvey Gold and myself. The three of us promoters teamed up to produce the flood relief concert that raised a few $1 million for Calgary. And I'd like to thank Nickelback on their induction to the Canadian Country Music Hall of Fame. And, you know, when they agreed to headline McMahon Stadium in Calgary, it sold out. And that's why we made all the money. And thank you to Ralph also. And finally, a special thanks to my friend for over 50 years, Bruce Allen, for that awesome introduction. It means the world to me that he would take the time to do this because all his artists are on tour all over the world. And, you know, I said to him, you know, he could have been my manager 50 years ago, too, you know? And, you know, it's really not too late, Bruce, you know? And he's never let me audition for him. But, you know, tonight, I think I'm going to audition for him. So, I don't care what he says. So listen, how do you turn this on? Is it on? Is it on? Oh, it's on. So I don't have a band behind me, but the whole music industry is in front of me, right? So I know you guys can clap to the key of E, right? So if you start clapping, I'll start singing in the key of E. So Bruce, I am going to audition. A little faster. She taught me how to yodel with an o-la-lo-doo-doo-doo, yodel-lo-doo-doo-doo, yodel-lo-doo. She taught me how to yodel with an o-la-lo-doo-doo-doo, yodel-lo-doo-doo-doo, o-da-lay-dee-dee-dee, yodel-lo-doo-doo-doo, yodel-lo-doo-doo-doo, yodel-lo-doo, lay-dee-dee-dee, yodel-lo-doo-doo-doo, yodel-lo-doo-doo-doo. Well, the Juno Awards and the yodel-lo-doo-doo-doo, yodel-lo-doo-doo-doo, yodel-lo-doo. The Juno Awards and the yodel-lo-doo-doo-doo, yodel-lo-doo-doo-doo. Oh, the yellow, and the lay, and the yellow. Thank you. Thank you, Junos. Thank you, people. I love you all. Thanks a lot. This means a lot.
All right, everyone, make some noise for Ron Sakamoto. No, come on in. Come on in. Yeah, you can. Oh, you want to come into the frame? No, okay, you can come. Ron, looking at those old photos of Ron, I just want to point out right now, Ron, if they make a movie about your life, can I please play young you? Because I feel like, I'm just saying, tonight was meant to happen. I'm at table 68 right now, Music Canada. How we doing? How's the drinks doing? You feeling good? Anyone need anything here? You're all good? You need a phone charger? You need a top up? You need anything? You all good? Why are you the only one answering? Like they're just, are you the boss? He's a lawyer? You all defer to him? All right, okay, all right. I'm gonna come back up on the stage right now, and we're gonna keep the party going. Here are your nominees for REGGAE Recording of the Year.
Reggae Recording of the Year. Amoy. Selena. Esco Levi. Cairo McLean. Kirk Diamond, Cairo McLean, and Finn.
And the Juno for Reggae Recording of the Year goes to Reggae Party by Kirk Diamond, Cairo McLean, and Finn.
Greetings. Thank you to the Junos and Karas, first of all. I also want to thank Cairo McLean, the future of reggae music in Canada. And Father Finn, the guidance behind all of this. And, you know what I mean, we represent reggae music and the culture. And we just want to push it forward in Canada. I know it's not something that is really mainstream in Canada, but it will be, you know what I mean? And I also want to thank my family. I want to thank Kimberly, my parents. I want to thank my band. Yeah.
Do something. Happy birthday, Shanice, and love you, Mom, even though you couldn't make it. Yeah. Ja love.
Nicely done, shouting out the mom who couldn't be here. First mom shout out of the night, very nice, congratulations. Now here are your nominees for Classical Album of the Year, Solo Artist.
Classical Album of the Year, Solo Artist. Bruce Liu. David Jalbert. Isabelle Barakdarian. James Ennis. Philip Chu.
And the Juno Award goes to Philip Chu. Philip couldn't be here tonight, so I will accept this award on his behalf. And now, here are your nominees for Traditional Roots Album of the Year.
Traditional Roots Album of the Year. Alison de Groot and Tatiana Hargraves. Les Vents du Nord. Mama's Broke. Ferris and Jason Romero. The McDades.
And the Juno Award for Traditional Roots Album of the Year goes to Ferris and Jason Romero.
This is incredible. We have to say thank you to our amazing record label, Smithsonian Folkways, for taking a chance on us and encouraging us to continue our love affair with banjos and banjo music. And our amazing agent, Frank Horn, our kids, our tone chaperones, all the friends who play music on our records. Who am I forgetting?
And the Junos, of course.
We have to say thank you to the Junos because we're here tonight and being with all of you and feeling this amazing creativity and independence and all this amazing imagination in this room just fills us right up. Thank you guys so much.
Thank you, everyone.
Now, please cast your eyes back to the stage towards my brilliant co-host for our next performance.
Thank you, Andrew. I'm excited to be here to welcome our next artist. Time magazine proclaimed that his music breathes and invites you to take a moment and recognize that there's still plenty of beauty left in the world. His third studio album, Obad, composed for a 12-piece chamber orchestra, was one of the best-selling albums in Canada. And tonight he is nominated for Instrumental Album of the Year. Performing an original solo piano version of Passepied, I introduce Jean-Michel Blais.
Bonsoir Edmonton, ça va? Je me suis dit que j'allais dire quelques mots en français. Je trouvais que ça manquait un peu de français, ce gars-là. Oui, oui. But I'm going to switch to English. So I just wanted to say something. What I love about instrumental music that I'm so proud to be representing somehow tonight is that we don't need language, right? We just need music. So enjoy your food and your drinks, and please chew in rhythm if you have to be noisy. So have a great evening.
my goodness. Woo! Wasn't that amazing? My kid is never getting out of another piano lesson, like ever. Ever. All right. And now here to present our next award. She is known as the enchantress of the blues and soul, one of this year's Juno nominees for Blues Album of the Year for her album Long River, Angeline Francis.
SiriusXM Canada is proud to back Canada's comics who rank with the best in the world. I'm pleased to present the award for Comedy Album of the Year on their behalf. Here are the nominees.
Comedy Album of the Year presented by SiriusXM Canada. SiriusXM is committed to providing a leading platform and support for Canadian artists and comedians through its significant financial contributions and North American-wide reach. Courtney Gilmore, Jackie Perico, John Doerr, Matt Wright, Sabrina Douglas,
And the Juno goes to John Doerr.
Great, what a surprise. Thanks for having us as comedians as well. This comedy award hasn't been around for that long, so to all the musicians, it's fun to be part of the party, so thank you. To my sister, her album label, Howl and Roar, produced this album. Allison, this is for you. You worked so hard and you're here tonight. Thank you. You can take this home with you. I don't have room in my carry-on anyway. I don't have room for my suit. Thank you to my wonderful partner, Christina, who's home with the kids. Without her, I couldn't be here or on the road. But thank you to the Junos and everyone else. Have a great night. This is great. Thank you.
Okay, I am back to present the nominees for Instrumental Album of the Year, and they are...
Instrumental Album of the Year. Canadian Brass. Marine. Hard Rubber Orchestra. Jean-Michel Blais. Stefan Macchio.
Juno winner for Instrumental Album of the Year is Marine. Cannot be here tonight, so I will accept this award on their behalf. Congratulations. Yes. Up next is the Recording Engineer of the Year Award. Most of these nominees are seeing sunlight for the first time this year. Here they are.
Recording Engineer of the Year. Derek Hoffman. George Sierra. Gus Van Gogh. Dufort. Serban Gagnon.
winner is Sir Ben Genya. Sir Ben couldn't be here tonight, so I will accept another award on his behalf. Thank you. So the competition for this next award can turn real nasty. There could be some biting, hitting. Here are your nominees for Children's Album of the Year.
Children's Album of the Year. Beppy. Jeremy and Jazzy. Splash and Boots. Walk Off the Earth and Romeo Eats. Young Maestro and Keisha Fresh.
And the Juno Award goes to Walk Off the Earth and Romeo Eats. Walk Off the Earth can't be here tonight. I will accept this award on their behalf. I feel like I got cursed with all these ones. No one's here. Here you go. All right, so hold on to your bowstrings. Here are the nominees for Classical Composition of the Year.
Classical Composition of the Year. An overall augmented sense of well-being, Anthony Tan. Bestiary 1 and 2, Becca Sims. The Black Fish, Keon Emami. Prayers for Ruins, Nicole Lisée. Supervillain Etudes, Vincent Ho.
The Juno Award for Classical Composition of the Year is Becca Sims. Bestiary 1 and 2. Is Becca here? Are you here? Becca, darling, are you in the building? What? She's in Scotland? It should say it on here. Thank you. You get up here and do this. I will accept this award on her behalf. Congratulations. And now to present our next award, please welcome from Sirius XM Canada, Jeff Leake.
Whoa! You guys look amazing. For their continued support of Canada's artists, I am very proud to present this career-defining award on behalf of Sirius XM Canada. Here are your nominees for Artist of the Year.
Artist of the Year presented by Sirius XM Canada. Sirius XM is committed to providing a leading platform and support for Canadian artists through its significant financial contributions and North American-wide reach. Avril Lavigne. Lauren Spencer Smith. Michael Bublé. Shawn Mendes. The Weeknd.
And the Juno goes to The Weeknd. So, Weeknd can't be here tonight, doing a new film and that, so I'm gonna keep the award. Enjoy your evening, everybody.
He's going to keep it for real. Thank you so much, Jeff. Now, please welcome to the stage a dedicated friend of Karis and the Juno Awards, President and CEO of CBC Radio Canada, Catherine Tate.
Thank you, Angeline. Wow, there's no shortage of CBC talent in the room tonight. Amazing. It's great to be in Edmonton for the Junos. It's always a fabulous and inspiring week. CBC is both excited and proud to be hosting this year's Juno Awards here in Edmonton. It's our chance as Canadians and as the public broadcaster to salute the performances and performers whose melodies, lyrics, and beats thrill us, move us, and connect us from coast to coast to coast. On Monday night, as we have for the last 5 years, CBC will bring Canadians together to celebrate and honor the achievements of our very best artists and to showcase the spectacular and vibrant musical talent of our country. And while we love our superstars, CBC and Radio-Canada are dedicated to developing and showcasing new and emerging voices. And that happens every day of the year on shows like The Block, Frequencies, After Dark, L'Effet Bourgognat, et Via Femu. Your show too. And to be clear, whether it's a big name or a new artist, none of this would happen without the incredible partnership we have with our friends at Karis. Led by Allan REID, we have the pleasure of dealing with his talented collaborative team, consummate pros. We do a lot together, and as I said earlier, it's not just about this week or Monday night, it's a year-round endeavor. So in the spirit of appreciation and collaboration, I am delighted to announce tonight, wait for it, our partnership with Karis will continue for another 5 years. And together, we're looking forward to deepening and honoring our long-standing relationship with Canadian musicians and Canada's music fans. Merci, thank you, and have a great evening.
Ooh, more awards, y'all. Let's get them out there. Next up, the nominees for Album Artwork of the Year.
Album Artwork of the Year. Emmy Story, Becca McFarlane and Pamela Littke. Ian Ilovsky and Maciek Szczerbowski. Judd Haynes. Avil, Ariane Paradis, and Lawrence Fafarge. Lights, Virgilio Zai and Matt Barnes.
How many people in here have purchased an album just because of what the album artwork was? Yes, and they always turn out so good. All right. And the Juno goes to Ian Ilovsky and Maciek Szczerbowski. Hey guys, they couldn't be here tonight, so I'll accept this award on their behalf. I have a big bag of them now. Now here are the nominees for Contemporary Christian Gospel Album of the Year.
Contemporary Christian Gospel Album of the Year. Dan Bremnes. Daniel Ojo. Jordan St. Cyr. Love and the Outcome. Tequila Worship.
the Juno for Contemporary Christian Gospel Album of the Year is Jordan St. Cyr. Woo! Y'all, I don't know what to say. Jordan is in Virginia on tour, so I will accept this award on his behalf. Now let's take a look at the Juno nominees for Vocal Jazz Album of the Year.
Vocal Jazz Album of the Year. Katie George. Diana Panton. Laura Anglad and Sam Kier-Mayer. Nikki Yanofsky. The Ostara Project.
The Juno Award for Vocal Jazz Album of the Year goes to Katie George. Katie George.
This is such an honor. Before I thank my team, I do want to say a huge thank you to the Canada Council for the Arts. This project would not have been made without them, so thank you, Canada Council. Thank you to my record label, to Matt and Jacob Block from La Reserve, The Orchard. Thank you to the band, specifically the rhythm section, Jacob, Felix, and Thomas, and all of the invited guests. Singu Han, who mixed the record, Ruben Ghost, who mastered the record, the whole team, my family, the Junos. This is such an honor. Thank you so much.
I got one, yes. We'd now like to take some time to honor the artists and friends of the industry we lost this year. When a member of our community passes, we all feel it. Some of us lost friends, brothers and sisters, mentors and partners. The hole left in our lives is immeasurable. Tonight we celebrate their spirit and their legacies. Alberta's Corb Lund will join us, along with the Sadies and Shannon Johnson of the McDades, to give musical testimony to that loss. They'll be singing 4-String Winds by the great Ian Tyson. He was a Canadian Hall of Fame member, a legendary Albertan, but more importantly, Corb's friend.
Four strong winds that blow lonely, 7 seas that run high, all those things that don't change, come what may. Well, our good times are all gone, and I'm bound for moving on. I'll look for you if I'm ever this way. Think I'll go out to Alberta, where there's good beer in the fall. I got some friends that I can go to working for. Still I wish you'd change your mind if I asked you one more time. But we've been through that 100 times or more. 4 strong winds that blow lonely, 7 seas that run high, all those things that don't change, come what may. Well, our good times are all gone, I'm bound for moving on. I'll look for you you down the fair. But by then it would be winter. There's not that much for you to do. And those winds sure do blow cold way out there. 4 strong winds that blow lonely, 7 seas that run high, all those things that don't change, come what may. Well, our good times are all gone, and I'm bound for moving on. I'll look for you if I'm ever back this way. Seas that run high, all those things that don't change, come what may. Well, our good times are all gone, and I'm bound for moving on. I'll look for you if I'm ever back this way. That blow lonely, 7 seas that run high, all those things that don't change, come what may. Well, our good times are all gone, and I'm bound for moving on. I'll look for you if I'm ever back this way. If I'm ever back this way.
Corb Lund, the Sadies, and Shannon Johnson, everyone. Give them a round of applause. Thank you for that moving and amazing performance. Next up is your nominees for Blues Album of the Year.
Blues Album of the Year. Angelique Francis. Crystal Shawanda. Harrison Kennedy. Spencer McKenzie. The Harpoonist and the Axe Murderer.
And the Juno for Blues Album of the Year goes to Angelique Francis.
Thank you so much for this. What an incredible honor. I want to thank Karis and the Ontario Arts Council and everyone who has supported my album, Long River. I want to say huge congratulations to all of the nominees, and especially for the blues category. Every single one of those nominees deserves to be up here right now. I really want to thank my amazing band, the Angelique Francis Band, the members, Corinthia Francis, Kira Francis, Kayla Francis, Kieran Francis, Dave Williamson, Ed Lister, and our amazing publicist, Eric Alper. And I just want to say that this was a pandemic album. We recorded it from top to bottom in our home studio with just me and my dad doing everything, mixing and mastering and all that. So it's so special to us. Thank you so much.
I just want to point out, that was a tight 30-second speech. That is how you do it. Just get those names out. I guarantee you that whoever wins the next award has some unforgettable yearbook photos. Our next award is the Metal Hard Music Album of the Year. Here are your nominees.
Metal Hard Music Album of the Year. Cancer Bats. Get the Shot. Skull Fist. Boy Vibe.
It doesn't matter who wins, but I'm gonna get absolute joy saying any of those names. The Juno goes to, oh, this was the hard one, Voivod.
This is the most amazing gift for the 40th anniversary of the band. And thank you to Sony, our manager James, the Junos, Francis Perron, who recorded and mixed the album, and our moms. And all our fans. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
What happened, but they got like bumping in here when they won. Oh, this is so exciting, so much hair. Congratulations. Let's look at the nominees for Classical Album of the Year, Large Ensemble.
Classical Album of the Year, Large Ensemble. Canada's National Arts Centre Orchestra, conducted by Alexander Shelley. Ensemble Caprice, Ensemble Vocal Arts Quebec, conducted by Matthias Motte, featuring Karina Govin. I-Musici de Montréal, conducted by Jean-Marie Zetoune. Orchestra de la Gora, conducted by Nicholas Ellis, featuring Marina Thibault. The Elora Singers, conducted by Mark Vornin.
And the Juno for Classical Album of the Year, Large Ensemble, goes to Orchestre de l'Agora, conducted by Nicholas Ellis with soloist Marina Thibault. Award. Congratulations. Right over here.
Wow. Thank you, everyone. Thank you so much to Nicolas Ellis, my musical partner for this project, l'Orchestre de l'Agora, who are just a wonderful band. And thank you to Melody McIver and Anishinaabe, composer, who gave me permission to record their works. I'm so grateful that hopefully, thanks to this award, more people can discover their music. And thank you to my manager, Barbara Scales, Atma Classic Universals Canada, and thank you everyone for the inspiration that you provide to the industry. Thank you.
Congratulations. Now, we all know what a difference music makes in the lives of kids, because, spoiler alert, we were all kids ourselves at one point, remember? That makes our next award very special, so pay attention, as our parents and teachers would say. We're proud to present the 2023 MusiCounts Inspired Minds Ambassador Award presented by CST Foundation. This award recognizes an individual who has made a significant real-world impact both on music education and on the MusiCounts charity. Here to honor tonight's worthy recipient, please welcome Christy Fletcher, President of MusiCounts, and Sherry McDonald, President and CEO of CST Foundation.
We're here this evening to present the MusiCounts Inspired Minds Ambassador Award presented by the CST Foundation to an artist, an activist, and an all-around great guy. Kevin Drew is someone who knows about the power of inspiration and the impact of a good idea.
CST Foundation shares the belief that music education has the power to change lives. And in partnership with MusiCounts, we're so proud to present the 2023 MusiCounts Inspired Minds Ambassador Award to Kevin Drew for his vision, dedication, and leadership. Take a look at this video.
Music became my best friend as a kid. It showed me an identity into how I wanted to express myself and who I wanted to hang out with. I know for me, and for others, that I could see it was a way to express what you didn't understand. It sort of made me realize when they started cutting a lot of these programs that this is a way for kids to communicate. Not only express themselves, but find more of an identity in who they are. It's extremely important.
So I had the pleasure of running MusiCounts for 3 years, and one of the first people I met with was Kevin Drew. He was considering starting his own charity to help kids, and then found out about us and said, well, why do all that work? I can come and work with MusiCounts.
I wanted to look into creating a program for sort of community centers in places where you could go after school that had to do with music, had to do with the teaching of music or the teaching of instruments.
At the same time, we were obviously doing our Band-Aid program, didn't have additional funds to create a new program until about a year later. And we had a call from TD Bank Group, but they didn't want to fund provincial education. They came to us and said, you know, what other ideas do you have? And literally was that sort of moment where I was like, the Kevin Drew conversation.
A year later, he had not forgotten this aspect of what I wanted to do within the community centers. He was giving me credit for an idea that I had and told others this was Kevin Drew's idea. Now, I'm a musician, so getting credit for an idea doesn't happen often.
He got involved with adjudication. He did the first celebration at one of the community centers here in Toronto. He brought his friends. He got so engaged in what we were doing at MusiCounts. And now here we are a decade later, and we have given out over $3.9 million to community centers all across Canada. And that wouldn't have happened if Kevin hadn't come in and just seeded that idea. He's an incredible human being.
The opportunity that the grant has presented us has been so impactful, especially having more of the instruments to be able to say, okay, we're going to put multiple students on different instruments so they get the experience to learn different elements of the music. Because before it was just the djembe. Now we have the dunduns. Now we're bringing in balafons. Now we're bringing in instruments from other parts of the diaspora so that their musical portfolio can be as diverse as anyone else's.
When Christy Fletcher and I called Kevin to say he was going to be receiving the MIMA Award, he was really reluctant. He was like, I don't do the work, don't shine the spotlight on me. And that's just not the truth. This idea never would have happened for the community music program without him. He was the one who planted that seed. And here we are, $4 million later, given out all across this country. That's why it's so important. It's not just about, doing that work. It's about inspiring people and inspiring people in this room tonight to get involved with charities and do that work.
This is more a call to the idea of MusiCounts and keeping MusiCounts going and keeping this program going. You have something you want to go and do that's going to help others in the community, go and do it. It takes time, it takes effort, but when you align yourself with great people, AKA MusiCounts, you will get results.
Congratulations, Kevin Drew.
The good in everyone, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you so very much. I'm going to quickly just tell you a story. Please welcome Sanaj Mary up here on stage. It was her school that we went to and we filmed, a Fui groove school. And the interesting aspect about walking into her place in November to do the film for this whole award was that we looked at each other and we realized we knew each other. And Sanaj worked at TD back 9 years ago when we started this program. Give it up for TD, 3.9 million. Oh my God. I have OCD. I've been thinking about 4 million the whole time, but don't worry about it. Thank you so much. Sanaj worked there, and then she left. And she went out into her community, and she created what then became something that the whole program that we had started in the idea with MusiCounts and trying to get to communities all over Canada, it ended up coming back 9 years later to benefiting her program. Please give it up for Sanaj Mary to tell you about it. Everybody, come on.
Thank you, Kevin. So, even though I left TD Bank, I had a great career there. But I left to follow my passion for community development and for African djembe drumming. It's a musical instrument that saved my life when I came to Canada from Jamaica at the age of 15. I also left TD Bank because I wanted to work with artists like Kevin, who wants to help break barriers and create access for underserved and high-needs kids. So that just like me, when I came from Jamaica, they can have access to musical instruments that would positively impact and improve their lives. And so, to all of the artists and decision makers in this room tonight, as you know, there are so many children across the country who need programs like these. So please, join us to help create change and to create more opportunities for more kids, and also to create opportunities for the future generation of artists. Thank you so much, TD MusiCounts.
Ladies and gentlemen, I'd just like to say this award is not mine, it is yours. You inspire me. I wanted to bring you here and fly you into Toronto to give it to you. Give it up for Sanaj Marie. She is the one that deserves this. We as artists can support those who are fighting on there in the forefront. Always believe, I love all of you. Ego is not about a playlist. It's about helping each other out. Once again, please give this up for Sanaj Mary, the MusiCounts Inspired Minds Ambassador Award of 2023. Thank you, everyone.
Yes, Sanaj. Congratulations, Kevin. The honor is truly deserved. Our next award is another big one. It's Songwriter of the Year, presented by SOCAN. Here to help us to present the award tonight, welcome SOCAN CEO Jennifer Brown and Quebecois artist, two-time shortlisted Polaris, four-time Juno nominee, and winner of the 2022 SOCAN Songwriter Prize, Hubert Lenoir.
Nothing is more important to SOCAN than our songwriter, composer, and music publisher members. And no one is more important to the song than the songwriter.
They are storytellers of our generation, capturing our emotions and expressing them through music. Tonight, we recognize the creativity of craftsmanship of some of Canada's most talented songwriters.
SOCAN is honored once again to present the Juno Award for Songwriter of the Year.
Songwriter of the Year presented by SOCAN. Serving more than 180,000 songwriter, composer, and music publisher members, SOCAN advocates for fair compensation through ethical and legal music licenses and passionately strives for a fairer future for music creators. Abel Tesfaye. Fauzia, Tate McRae, Tennille Towns, Toby,
And the Juno goes to Abel Tesfaye. So Abel is not able to be here tonight. I think we heard that. He is still busy with that new film, and I will happily accept this on his behalf.
You win. I wish I had that one. Oh my God. Thank you, Jennifer. Thank you, Hubert. The nominees for our next award understand just how important it is for kids to have access to instruments and music lessons from a young age. Theirs is a discipline that requires innumerable hours of practice and mentorship as skills are passed from generation to generation. The Juno nominees for Jazz Album of the Year group are, you ready? Are we ready? Okay.
Jazz Album of the Year group. Andrew Rathbun Quintet. Bad Bad Not Good. Karn Davidson 9. Florian Hoffner Trio. Mark Kelso and the Jazz Exiles.
The Juno Award for Jazz Album of the Year group goes to Florian Hoffner Trio.
It's amazing. I had no idea. I've just been a Canadian for about 5 years, so this means a lot to me to be recognized this way. I'd like to thank Alma Records, my fantastic trio, Nick Fraser, Andrew Downing, all the team who worked on recording the album. And I'd love to dedicate this award to my family, my wife and my 2 kids who have supported me through all of this. It's not easy. Thank you very much.
Okay, Alternative Album of the Year is coming up next. Here are your nominees.
Alternative Album of the Year. Always. Luna Lee. On the Gizeh. Puff. Kenny Tagak.
And the Juno winner for Alternative Album of the Year is All Days. Can you believe it? They're in Calgary tonight? Like, what? Seriously. I will accept this award on their behalf. Calgary. All right, coming up, another one of our special awards. Please welcome to the stage, first-time Juno nominee for Rap Single of the Year, Don Valley.
Edmonton, Wakane, you say, what's up, what's up, what's up, what's up? How you doing tonight? I go by the name of Don Valley. Can I get a hell yeah? I said, can I get a hell yeah? All right, so I'm lucky enough to, personally, I want to thank the Academy for allowing me to present this award. But you know, we're all musicians, we all care very deeply about music. So the importance of quality in equipment, in like every aspect of the recording process, that means a lot to us, right? And Audio-Technica, the microphones, the headphones, they define a standard of excellence that's recognized throughout the whole entire industry, which is why I'm so excited and happy to present the next award on their behalf. The nominees for the Jack Richardson Producer of the Year Award. Sub drop, please. Hi-hat roll, please.
Jack Richardson Producer of the Year, presented by Audio-Technica. Audio-Technica is a leading manufacturer of audio equipment since 1962 and continues to be a staple for major producers and engineers. Akil Henry. Banks and Ranks. Kate Renata. Mike Wise. Murder Beats.
Okay. And the, oh shit, I just broke it. And the winner is Akil Henry. Bam, 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 bam.
Crazy. I respect the other producers so much. I didn't really write a speech, but thank you so much to my parents, brother and sister, for putting up with the noise since I was 9 years old in my bedroom. And yeah, my boy Diesel, he brought me into the industry, taught me kind of the way of the industry and to make a song. So that's all I got. Thank you guys so much. I really appreciate this.
Some more numbers you may like. This is for Andrew, since he said he liked numbers. We have 11 first-time winners, 1 yodeler. Unless anybody else can yodel. Huh? All right. 846 of you took the beef, and 354 went vegetarian. I'm sorry. Oh, my gosh. Alberta beef, y'all. And if you're curious how all these winners are decided, some awards are presented this evening are based in whole or in part on sales and streaming information compiled by Luminate, unleashing entertainment's essential data. Thank you, Luminate. It is my honor to welcome here to the stage the Honorable Nate Glubish, Minister of Technology and Innovation, MLA for Strathcona, Sherwood Park.
Well, good evening, everyone. It is my pleasure to be here on behalf of Alberta's Minister of Culture to welcome you all to our province. I'm so excited to be with you today as we celebrate the best of Canadian music. Music, that universal language that can tug at the heartstrings, inspire greatness, and speak to the soul. I was fortunate to grow up in a home where music was on all the time. And I remember listening to the great Canadian singer-songwriter Bruce Cockburn, and one of my favorite lyrics was from his song, Lovers in a Dangerous Time. He wrote, "Nothing worth having comes without some kind of fight. Got to kick at the darkness till it bleeds daylight." What a powerful statement about perseverance, about fighting for something worth fighting for. And I think we can all relate to that in our own way. With Juno Week well underway, we will be celebrating many artists who indeed kicked at the darkness, and by doing so, have unlocked powerful works of art that have touched millions of Canadians. I hope you've had the chance to enjoy the work of many talented Alberta artists at events across the city. Edmonton, like the rest of our province, is full of music. We love our music. In fact, Edmonton is home to 43 music festivals, and 45% of music fans in our capital city said they attended live music shows at least once a month. Well, Alberta's government is a proud supporter of the 2023 Junos because we recognize the value of music as an important part of a vibrant culture and a strong economy. I'd like to take this opportunity to invite you all to bring your next musical tour or project to Alberta. We have amazing talent and venues ready to welcome and to support you, and as you'll see, a great number of music lovers ready to enjoy your performances. Congratulations to the nominees on your success. Thank you, Caris, Alberta Music, the City of Edmonton, and Explore Edmonton, and everyone on the Juno Host Committee for all your hard work and your dedication to all the wonderful events happening this week. Thank you, Music Canada, for making tonight possible. Enjoy tonight's awards and the rest of Juno Week. Thank you. Back to you, Andrew.
Our next award is presented by Amy, AKA the Alberta Machine Intelligence Institute, which sounds like an experimental prog rock band from the 70s, but in reality is something even cooler. An innovative research institute with the focus on artificial intelligence based right here in Edmonton. Amy understands how important music is to our lives and embraces the intersection between music and technology. As much as I joked about AI earlier, what Amy does is just incredible. From using AI to create soundscapes as music therapy for critically ill patients, to using it to build prosthetics that can empower people with limb differences to play instruments. Amy truly is an incredible partner of the Junos. To present Rock Album of the Year, give it up for Amy CEO, Cam Linke, and Amy researcher, Patrick Pilarski.
Good evening, everyone. Thank you for having us. Amy's excited to present the Juno Award for Rock Album of the Year. At Amy, we're creating the future of artificial intelligence, and I have Patrick on stage with me demonstrating one of the ways that we're doing that. Many of you will have seen at the reception before this arm playing the guitar, and that's one of the ways that we're using AI to empower people to live the lives that they want to live. So the Juno Award for Rock Album of the Year nominees are
Rock Album of the Year presented by Amy, a globally recognized leader of AI excellence. Amy is proud to support Canadian ideas, creativity, and innovation. Alexis on Fire. Billy Talent. Nickelback. The Sheepdogs. 3 Days Grace.
right, thank you, Patrick. And the winner is Alexis on Fire.
Thank you very much, everybody. I know we were very much a dark horse in this category. And we've been a dark horse our whole career. We were a very strange band, but this country has given us a 20-year career. It's amazing that we're still being recognized, and we thank you very much. Thank you to our management. Thank you to our crew on the road, and thank you to my wife, my son, who is watching at home on an iPad. Thank you to my band. This is a beautiful cherry on top of the sundae that was the greatest record I've ever been a part of. There it is. Thank you.
Thank you, Cam, and congrats to Alexis on Fire. Up next is Global Music Album of the Year. Here are your nominees.
Global Music Album of the Year. Halia Benali, Constantinople, Kia Tabassian. Lenka Lichtenberg. Pierre Quenders. Ruby Singh. Wesley.
And the Juno for Global Music Album of the Year goes to Lenka Lichtenberg.
Can't believe it. I am in tears and speechless, but I will thank my amazing family, my husband and my 3 amazing kids, and Dan Rosenberg, my publicist, and my manager, Ian Menzies, and all the musicians that were on my album that contributed to this. But mainly, I want to thank my mother and my grandmother, who created this album for me and gave me this gift. And Canada for accepting this little immigrant from Czechoslovakia and letting me be so happy right now. Thank you.
Oh, that was, sorry. That was so sweet. Now, one of my personal favorites. Here are your nominees for Pop Album of the Year.
Pop Album of the Year. Alessia Cara. Avril Lavigne. Carly Rae Jepsen. Tate McRae. The Weeknd.
And the Juno goes to The Weeknd. believe this, but The Weeknd is stuck in traffic, so I will accept this award on his, I know, Calgary Trail, real dicey right now. I will accept this on his behalf. Thank you. Je suis ravi de présenter le prix pour l'album francophone de l'année. Les nommés sont
Album francophone de l'année. Ariane Roy. Daniel Bélanger. Hubert Lenoir. Les Louanges. Lisa Leblanc.
And the Juno goes to, oh, I just need a second to say this. Les Guignons et les Louanges. He cannot be here tonight. He is on tour in Europe, so I'm so honored to accept this award on his behalf. Congratulations. Merci et félicitations. I am so excited about our next performer. He was named one of Spotify's R&B artists to watch for 2023. He's fresh off the release of his critically lauded EP, No Longer in the Suburbs, and he's nominated for 2 Juno Awards tonight. Please welcome to the stage one of Canada's most dynamic and soulful artists. Everyone, put your hands together for Dylan Sinclair.
Hey little baby, come over here. Got something that I want you to hear. Not so sure how to ask you, hoping that my words are clear. You know it's been a few weeks now, we've been holding it down. Safe to say you're for me and I'm for you too, girl. So if you don't mind, I would like to take some time to ask you, oh, to ask you. So if you don't mind, I would like to take some time to ask you, oh, to ask you to be my girl. Junos, how you guys doing tonight? You guys good? Will I be enough for a lifetime? I'm not insecure, I'm just saying, 'cause in this world I'm in, things are changing. Might be famous one day, and that's a lot to handle on its own. Could you trust me when I'm on the road with beautiful women from LA and London? Oh, and I hope I don't change. I hope I don't change like the wind. I hope you don't miss who I am one day. You don't have a clue what you're saying. And I hope I don't change. I hope I don't change like the wind. I hope you don't miss who I am one day. You don't have a clue what you're saying. Will I be enough? you satisfied than to move too fast, as if you don't matter what you wanna do. Let me pleasure you. Let me Thank you, Junos. My name is Dylan Sinclair.
What the heck is going on? Kill it! Yeah! That was big. You gotta love like the jump to end it all, just jumping up in the air.
I was mesmerized by the drumming. You see that?
I was mesmerized by that silk shirt. Ooh. All right. Thank you again, Dylan. Say what's up to your pops for me. I sat next to his dad once.
Now it's time to get to our final round of Juno Awards, starting with your nominees for Group of the Year.
Group of the Year, Arcade Fire, Arkells, Billy Talent, Metric, The Recklots,
And the Juno Award goes to Arkells.
We'd like to thank our amazing team. We got Ash and Jack over there at our table, Universal Music. We rock and roll. This category is about teamwork, and being in a band is about teamwork. And we played in Newfoundland last night. Respect. And all the flights were canceled except for one, and there was only 3 seats left to get off the rock. So in the spirit of teamwork, our bassist and our keyboard player, Nick and Tony, stayed in Newfoundland. They're wasted on George Street right now. We send this out to them. Thank you very much. Cheers.
Always a good time. Congratulations, Arkells, coming up. Your nominees for Rap Single of the Year. Yeah!
Rap Single of the Year. 6 Buzz and Pangs. Dom Valley. Kaytranada and Anderson Paak. Nav.
I want to see.
Are we going to do it together?
You want to do it together? We haven't done one together.
And let's do it.
Okay, let's do it together.
You gotta say it together.
Yeah.
The Juno for
Rap Single. Wait, we got it.
From the top. 1, 2, 3. The Juno for Rap Single of the Year goes to Kaytranada and Anderson Paak. Track. They couldn't make it here tonight. I will accept this award on their behalf. I got enough.
You got a lot of them.
Yeah.
You got a lot.
Now, welcome to the stage a special guest to introduce our next award, Global Head of Music at Google and YouTube. Please welcome Lior Cohen.
YouTube is the epicenter of music culture and a place for artists of any size to break through and find the global audience. Music videos continue to be a powerful format for artists to express their creativity and for fans to connect deeper with the music they love. Iconic videos stay with us, like Chaclair's Let's Ride and Avril's Complicated. It's my great pleasure to present the award for the Best Music Video of the Year. And here are the nominees.
Music Video of the Year presented by YouTube. YouTube is proud to partner with the music industry to make it the best place for every music fan and for artists to promote their music and express themselves creatively. Fraud, Emma Higgins, Jesse Reyes. Unholy, Sam Smith featuring Kem Petrus, Floria Sigismundi. Have Mercy, Karina Evans. Different Than Before, Mayumi Yoshida, Amanda Sung. Remember Me For Me, Sterling LaRose, Sunreal, and Lily Moore.
And the winner is Floria. Unfortunately, she couldn't make it here, so this is for her and her family.
Thank you, Lior. Now, here are your nominees for Electronic Album of the Year.
Woo!
Electronic Album of the Year. Mecca Maiko. Odonis Odonis. Rez. Rich O'Coin. Teen Days.
You want to do another one?
Yeah.
Okay.
And
the winner is
Teen Days!
Wow, this is incredibly surreal. First, I have to say thank you to my wife, Paulina. I love you so much. I want to shout out to my two boys, Oscar and Anders. I love you guys. I want to say thank you to my mom, who's babysitting them right now. God. Thank you so much to my manager, Dina Young, to Believe, to Cassine, who released this album in the rest of the world. Big shout out to Joseph Shabison, to Cecile Believe, and to Joel Ford, who collaborated on this album. Thank you so much. This is insane. Thank you.
It's so cute. Shout out babysitters.
Oh my God.
Right?
Like,
You got
I swear to
kids, you
God,
know
I
what we're
wouldn't have
talking
a
about.
life. Shout out to all the grandmas that are watching the babies. Yes. So, last 2 awards. Andrew, yo, what a night it has been. We've had music. We've had drama. You've told some jokes. It's been exciting. Now here are Juno Award nominees for Single of the Year.
Single of the Year. Bite Me, Avril Lavigne. Flowers Need Rain, Preston Pablo and Banks and Ranks. When You're Gone, Shawn Mendes. She's All I Wanna Be, Tate McRae. Sacrifice, The Weeknd.
The winner is The Weeknd, Sacrifice.
You will not believe this.
What?
He's still stuck in traffic.
Come on, man.
He can't shoot over White Ave. It's just
like, I feel like he's at the level for like police escort.
No, he's real humble. He wants to do his own parking.
No, woo, 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 woo. Oh, that makes 4 Junos for him tonight, and I'm very happy to accept this one on his behalf.
Congratulations to The Weeknd.
Yes.
And before we go on to our next award, I just want to take a second. Can we give a big shout out to the wait staff that's been working their butts off tonight? Thank you so much. Hustling, working hard. And in the spirit of love, I also want to give a huge shout out to SiriusXM for their long-standing support of Canadian music and artists in this country. Make some noise for SiriusXM. It is time for the very last Juno Award of 2023. But first, thank you for being with us tonight. We know that making music is a labor of love. And so to each and every one of you, thank you for being here. Your music is our salvation. It truly gives us hope and joy.
Absolutely. And remember, like, this is only the second time we've been back together since the Panty.
Yeah.
So I'm still very grateful to be here with you all. And don't forget, the 2023 Juno Awards are live and in person on Monday, March 13th at 8 p.m. Eastern Time, 5 p.m. Pacific, and will be broadcast nationwide on CBC TV, CBC Gem, and all CBC platforms, including streaming live globally at cbcmusic.ca/Junos and on CBC Music's Facebook, Twitter, and YouTube pages. We're everywhere, baby. But believe me, you will not want to miss this show.
Oh, you better not miss it. It's hosted by my boy, Simu Liu.
Whoop.
That's right. Performances by Alexis on Fire.
Yes.
AP DeLong, Asanabi with Northern Cree, Banks and Ranks together with Preston Pablo and Rev, Jesse Reyes, Nickelback, Calgary's Tate McRae, and Tennille Towns.
I love Calgary, I swear. The Edmonton in me sometimes bubbles up, and I'm like, oh God, Calgary. And don't forget about Chaclair, DJ Mel Boogie, Dream Warriors, Havaya Mighty, Cardi, Cardinello Fischel, Maestro Fresh West, Michi Me, and Toby are coming together to spotlight the 50th anniversary of hip-hop.
It's gonna be amazing.
And now our last award, a category I love. Here are your Juno nominees for Traditional R&B Soul Recording of the Year.
Traditional R&B Soul Recording of the Year. Daniel Caesar featuring Bad Bad Not Good. John Vinyl. Safe. Savannah Ray featuring Dylan Sinclair. The Honest Guy.
Last Juno. We gotta do it together. Okay, wait. So let's do this part together right here. The Juno for Traditional R&B Soul Recording of the Year goes to... Last One by Savannah Ray featuring Dylan Sinclair!
Damn, okay. Whoa. First of all, shout out Savannah. Savannah, thank you for having me on this song. She's used to these. This is like her 3rd year in a row winning this. It's my first time, so I'm very blessed. Thank you, Savannah, for having me on this. I'm glad that my first Juno win is with you. Thank you, Junos. Thank you, Karis. Thank you to my team. Thank you, guys. I'm giddy. Woohoo!
To all of the nominees, to all of the winners, one more round of applause. Congratulations!
Woo! Where the after party at? Say, where the after party at? We will see you on Monday night, y'all. Woo!
Good night, everyone.
Good night, good night. Get home safe. Get to your hotel safe. We love you.
We did it.
Thank you, baby. J'adore.